There is dirtbag behavior, and then there is really dirtbag behavior. And what we saw at the end of the LSU South Carolina game this past Friday was the epitome of dirtbag behavior. Before I jump in, this is Rudy's Rant, powered by Coming Out of the Podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show Mott. Talk facts for feelings here all the time, but there are some feelings on this one because there's facts and then there's the feelings. But before we continue, welcome back, everyone. And I thank you for jumping on board with me. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, subscribe, follow, hit that bell, leave a comment. And if you've been here before, leave a comment, drop a like, all that good stuff. Share the video. I greatly appreciate y'all. So South Carolina played Friday um, afternoon at 5 o'clock, and South Carolina beats LSU 66-56. And I haven't done a video yet on the actual game, for which I will do one later today, but I haven't had a chance to get to that game yet. But at the end of that game, like in most basketball arenas, there is a DJ who plays music. And at South Carolina, they have a DJ whose name is DJ T.O. And DJ T.O. played a song by a rapper named Camouflage called Cut Friends. And if I was at the arena and I heard the song, I would have absolutely no idea who that was or what it was about or why it was a big deal. But if you know, and I know rap music, but and I've listened to rap music my entire life. Hip hop is my thing, but there are some artists that I just don't know or don't care about. However, this rapper named Camouflage passed away in passed away in May of 2003. So it's been 22 years. And obviously, LSU star player is FLAU'JAE Johnson, and this rapper is her father. And they had just beat South Carolina had just beaten LSU, and this DJ plays this song. Now, one might think, okay, no big deal. Maybe the DJ doesn't know, um, and had no ill intent to be offensive. But FLAU'JAE Johnson's father died before she was born. He died in May of 2003. She was born in November of 2003. So that means, gosh, she was conceived in February of that year. And sounds like a Valentine's Day baby, honestly. But it's one of those things where the DJ then gets called on it and decides to repost it, kind of like giggling, laughing, my bad type of thing, but not really. Like it was mocking the situation, which makes you believe would make any person believe that she knew exactly what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. And it got back to FLAU'JAE Johnson, and she posted on X, I'll take my L on the chin, but this is just nasty behavior. Nothing funny about that. And I have to agree with FLAU'JAE Johnson. There is something to be said for being, I don't know, classy, not a complete fucking dickhead. You want a basketball game. It's one of those things where you want a basketball game, but do you really need to go there? And the University of South Carolina has suspended this DJ for one game for this act and this behavior. And I gotta say, honestly, that's not enough. That's just not enough. People who do things like that are just evil people. And though there are certain areas, there are certain lines you don't cross. And this is a line you don't cross. If you didn't know that that was her father, first of all, you're playing a rapper from 22 years ago, a song that's over 22 years old. it's hard to believe that in this day and age you're playing a song that's that old from a rapper who's so not known um to the mainstream public. I mean, look, there's rappers who died at young ages like Tupac, Biggie. They're known. They're known. You know, this guy was not like I said 2003, I'm 26. I had no idea who this rapper was. I went to school at Florida State University when he was out, and I went a little bit before that, but he was out. This guy was rapping, and I didn't know who he was. So you know, when you have a situation when you have a like Tupac, everyone knows what Tupac is. So if FLAU'JAE Johnson's father was Tupac and they played Tupac, I mean, everyone would know that. Like you'd have to, or they wouldn't think nothing of it because it's Tupac. People play Tupac all the time, even if it was meant to be a shot. But when you have to dig up a rapper that no one really knows, and then you play it after that team lost, and then your response is like flippant and not caring that, not caring at all. It shows the type of person that you are. You know, Kim Mulkey has spoken out about it. Um, Let me see what Kim Mulkey said. All I care about is FLAU'JAE. All I care about is her family. What South Carolina does is South Carolina's doings. I love that kid. I could not imagine her thoughts when it went down. She's so wonderful, LSU and our game. The South Carolina has released a statement, saying we're addressing Friday night's inappropriate in-game song selection. Subsequent Instagram post by the DJ who was hired to work our basketball games. Her actions were understandably upsetting to FLAU'JAE Johnson and her family, disrespectful to LSU program and fans. She was suspended for a game against Auburn. Like I said, that's the next home game. Um, the art. Let's see right here. What else? And it's one of those things where you just don't do that. The DJ has since apologized and stated it was never my intent to disrespect anyone or offend anyone. Well, I would say you're full of shit. And I would say you're full of shit because when you had the opportunity to say the right thing, you reposted something saying not the right thing. You reposted something saying, "Oops, my bad," laughing face. That's not an apology. That's intentional. That's intentional. And for you to come back and say, "I didn't mean to offend anybody." Yeah, you did. You really did. You actually went out of your way to play a song that I would guess, I'd venture to guess you've probably never played before at a South Carolina basketball game that did not include LSU. I'd venture to guess that you never played that song. First of all, South Carolina's fans are largely white, so they have no idea who the heck this guy Camouflage is. Because I didn't know, and I'm a rap, and I listen to, I love rap music. But you sitting here saying, "Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to offend anybody," later on in the stack. No, 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 no. And I'll tell you right this: South Carolina should have fired her. Forget about suspending for one game. South Carolina. I'm not in the mode of cancel culture because I don't do that. But South Carolina should have fired her. Like this is just such a bad look. You know, she should have fired her. They should have fired her. You don't need shit like this in your school. You don't need this type of head. You shouldn't have to worry about what the DJ is playing. And then here's the thing: when she was called out for it, instead of saying, "Oops, my bad," laughing face, instead you repost and say, "FLAU'JAE Johnson, my sincerest apologies. I did not know that that was your father. It was never meant in any way to offend you or in any intent to offend you or hurt you or anything about that." But she didn't do that. See, if she had done that, then you'd be like, okay, this is legitimate, innocent mistake. She doesn't. She listens to this guy. She obviously knows who he is, and her responses of contrition and actual genuine remorse. That's not what you got. You got my bad. Nah, fire her ass. One game is not enough. One game is not enough, in my opinion. Let her find another job somewhere else because that's not representative of my university. That cannot be a representative of my university. where we have DJs going out of their way to attack players on the other team. It's just such a bad look. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Love to hear what you guys say. Just a bad look to me. This is Rudy's Rant. We talk facts over feelings. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, hit that bell. Come on now.